Hello, everyone. Woo, 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 woo. So happy to have you here. Woo. I'm always divinely guided. So we're going to see what the show's about today. Woo, 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 woo. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we're live. We're live. Hey, everyone. Cynthia Toet here with a surprise guest with Wendy Ward, and we are the Divine Feminine Queens. Woo, 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 woo. Hello. Look, we got somebody in. Hello, Annie. Woo. Anyhow, the reason why I come onto this show today is actually to talk about, this is one of my clients, my customers, that she's been on this journey for a while with me, and but I wanted, she's actually visiting with me as a surprise, and so she's a surprise guest. And then so I put her on a surprise live, huh? Surprise. And one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you on live was to, each of us, we all have that, like this energy exchange between people, right? Mm-hmm. And it depends on which person you're going to be with to what kind of energy exchange that you have. And when Wendy and I get together, the energy exchange is making sure that we're operating from this higher vibrational level, that we're going after our joy, we're going after our play, we're going after our calmness within. No matter how much chaos, right, comes at us, that when we get together, somehow there's just this peace. And one of the things I wanted to let you know is, that anytime that you're around me, you never, no matter what's going on out there in your world, that when we get together, that chaos that goes on doesn't come into my home. It really doesn't. I don't ever feel it. It's never like dumped upon me. It's never like, projected upon me. And I wanted to let you know that.
I hope that's the case. I intentionally try to make that the case.
Right. Well, right. I know that you go through a lot and you don't want to bring that upon me, but I want to let you know that all the years that I've ever known you and all the different things that life has put upon us, that's never ever, I've never felt that ever.
That's good. That's what makes me happy.
So I feel comfortable with you around. And again, no matter what our spirits are before we get together, we're always bringing our yeah, we are. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do any readings right now because I have this special guest, and then my purpose for the show is just to talk about, the divine feminine and kind of the journey and the different things that we're going after or going through in our lives. And I don't even know if it'll stay into that structured format, but those are, I just kind of wanted to tell my friend live or my guest live, to how important her energy exchange is with me, is because when we get together, somehow what happens is my creativity opens up. What I really love about you, Wendy, is I get to truly be me with you. I don't have to shut down. I don't have to hush up. I don't have to pretend to be smaller. I get to be this big me, right? Like how I'm big on stage or on camera. I get to be that big me with you. And that's really why I wanted to go live, was to express that with you, is, because you actually give me energy, not, you don't pull it away.
Right. That's great. Yeah, that's very rare. A lot of people are suckers.
Yeah, there are a lot of energy suckers out there, and we're trying to make it so that energy exchange isn't, I'm trying to make sure that I'm with people that are giving me the proper energy exchange. We have learned to live with that lower vibrational feeling of less than, not whole, not complete, unworthy, not worthy enough, not, having to question the world about your next movement or next place. But, that's not what we do together,
No, we just go for it.
Yeah, we just go for it. We go with the flow. We go
flipping our feels around.
And wandering in here and wandering in there. We don't know where we're going to end up each and every day, but we're okay with the process. And what we both know is, who's here? We got Loving Capricorn. Hello. So I do have a reading that I did lay out for my guest here today, but I also wanted her to talk a bit about how the coaching that I've done with her in her lifetime or in the last 3 or 4 years, and how it has affected her and her family, and how it's changed the energy vibration. So others out there, whenever they're looking for a coach or something, we're all doing great in this hot ass heat, but yeah, it is hot
so
today.
hot.
Yeah. But thank you for asking. But where was I going? I wanted, just to, as me as a coach, when it comes to you and your family, to express that back out. I know we've done this sometime, but
I met Cynthia when our daughters were cheerleading. So we were youth football, and I don't even know how many years ago that was.
I don't know. My daughter was 7th or 8th grade.
Right.
And now she's 21.
Yeah, and she said, "You're mine." And
I said that to her.
Yeah. And ever since then, we've kind of been each other's. And there's been periods of times when we haven't seen each other, and didn't really realize that we were going through what we were going through.
The challenges of life.
Right. And Cynthia just picked up her cards. Hadn't been using her cards for quite a long time because she was, I don't know which we won't call it, whatever you want to call it.
I don't know.
Anyways,
I was flipping the script around through the cards.
Yeah. So her fibromyalgia and being, that disease, and realizing that it's a mental disorder.
Yeah, with the fibromyalgia, I realized that it actually became what I was thinking, because I was going against my own grain is what had happened. Mm-hmm. And once I figured out that my grain, going against the grain, was because I was listening to everybody else's story, to what it was I was supposed to be as a mom and what it was I was supposed to be as a wife. I was trying to not be that full divine feminine. I was not being Miss Gypsy. I wasn't being my power. I was stripped down.
We were just figuring out who Miss Gypsy was too.
Yeah, we didn't even know who Miss Gypsy was.
Figuring her out.
Yeah.
So we were the medicine woman and the FlipNLife cheerleader, and the she's really great with herbs. And I'd love to get that involved somehow, some way, someday. She's just amazing with that.
It's natural for me. It's not like I'm book knowledge. I'm not book knowledge with my stuff. It's I'm like have this higher knowingness somehow.
Right. Yeah. So my journey. I have 4 kids. I have 3 boys and one boy and a girl.
You got 3 boys now?
1 boy and 3 girls. They are. They're amazing. My kids are amazing, and that's a lot. It's just been a rough journey. We lost their dad 6 years ago to cancer, and it's been tough. And so Cynthia's helped us through that, and
I've helped them through their grief.
A little bit, a lot of it. A lot of also not just grief, but growing up, with bullying and
the thought process.
Right, and the kids, that were just mean, that, she helped us with, and they were...
By giving them a different script to look at, to give them a different mindset to look at. It's like, let's see what's coming at us, and let's re-examine the story, and then to re-flip it around so the story is matching the mind, body, and soul, so we can operate as a wholeness,
Right. So she got out this little magical mirror, and she said whenever someone was in the hallway or whatever, and someone was shooting bad word and meanness towards my daughter, she would pull out your mirror, and you have this big, it's a reflection of somebody else, not you, and that really helped a lot, and it's just different things like that.
Hey, who's this? How do you say that name?
I don't know.
Alice, Alicia. I'm not sure how to say your name, but welcome to the show. And we're actually we're both doing pretty good because we're hanging out together. As feminines, when we get together, we making sure it's a party. It's a party in the Gypsy's house. Then,
So now I'm 6 years in, and then I got involved with another guy, and it's just been a disaster.
Roller coaster. I've known him my whole life. He knew my husband. It's just the roller coaster is really dealing with the lower vibrational story all the
Right.
time on a constant basis. Is not you're not good enough, you're not cute enough, you're not worthy enough.
Well, and I felt like that I was sent to help him, and it's not, that exchange is not happening, and
Right.
it's not, it's becoming where it's just too much, and I'm like, God, spirits, give me the strength, because I can't do
So
it.
so what we're presently in the middle of is rolling her energy so she can reclaim her energy back. Because when I met Miss Wendy, she is the fairy dreamer. I mean, she has this fairy garden, and she believes these fairies come in her garden and speak to her, and then she got into this relationship, and the relationship had to do more about that. All of that's hogwash more. So I have to say, because what he's done is he's taken her spirit away. Of course, again, she gave it away, but that's not her fault, because we have been used to be operating from this lower vibrational feeling that we become addicted to it, because that's what we get to know. That's what we know how to operate from. If you're used to being upset all the time, what we're going to do is we're going to find another situation to be able to feed that energy.
And then I just shut down.
Right, and so
And
now,
I disappear.
Now it's time for her to be back here in Miss Gypsy's home, so she can get re-energized to rethink about her life, to re-examine it, to flip it, to rewrite her story. That means to be taking even the stories that she's got in her head about what's going on in her current or just presently past situation, that she's writing the story, so the story of the past, even though it's been painful, even though it's been like a challenge, to look for the story so it makes it seem like it's not so painful. That it's like, wow, like she's saying, she thought she got in it because she thought she was there for him, but now she's finding out she's not. But I beg to differ. I believe that she has been there for him. She has helped him out tremendously, but the time is up, because it got to so much that she's able to do for this particular person. But in the middle
I'm tired
of
of being told what I'm not.
in the middle of that, they've got this lower vibrational story going in it, and so now she's coming back to me for some more coaching, so we can flip the energy flow around,
Right.
so she's not feeling less than whole and complete because of the journey that just got taken place. Because I want her to feel worthy. I want her to know that she has served her mission with this person, and to be okay with that. We don't have to be mad about what's happened within the journey.
No, I feel blessed.
Yeah.
It's all part of the process.
There's a lot more healing to go on. I'm not just saying overnight she just healed from the story. When I'm saying, hey, Paul Boy, woo, so happy to see you. Yeah, that's one of my regulars too. Woo. Yeah, I like bringing people in and coming on to the show and be talking about their stories, and especially when they've been part of my life, is to how some of the work that I do, how effective it really is. How it really does make a fucking big difference.
One time she came, she says, my husband had been badgering her all day. It was Father's Day, and she came through like a hurricane, and she says, I have these letters I need to write. I have these letters, and she came in, and all of us sat down, and she wrote, or had us write letters for my husband, and it was pretty amazing. And she was just like, okay, like telling Jim to quit pushing her.
What she's talking about is her husband passed away a few years ago, and it was like 3 years in that when we really connected for the coaching and rewriting her script. And that her and her kids were still suffering big time. I mean, they were living day by day by him not being there, still hurting and still in pain. But her husband had came to me through spirit and told me what to do for the kids. So I went back to the kids' I went back to the house to the kids with pens and papers and letters and told them to write this love letter. Isn't it what it was? It was some. I told the kids what to do, but it actually helped the kids release holding on to him so tight because he's already gone. We need to release him and free him and to free us because he really wants them to live their lives, not to be suffering because he's gone. So so that's when the journey started. And
it was before that, but yeah.
Well, that was when the healing journey started, though.
Healing,
yeah, we did.
She's come through our dog. I've seen her come through our dog. He like totally like shakes his head like, what was that?
I come through your dog?
Yeah, you come through Blaze before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know my soulmate connection comes through my dog. So.
And she has there was one other time that she came through for us and spoke to Jim and came through spirit and was really like talking about football analogies and baseball analogies, and that she doesn't talk like that.
I don't even know football to be talking football, but I went in.
So it was really, really amazing to watch and to be a witness for her. She's really special.
Will you grab that plug in for the red cord because my phone is gonna get.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna plug it in here.
So she's gotten much more high tech since then.
Yeah, I mean, when that started, I didn't even have my own TV hosting program.
Nope.
I didn't even know that was the direction I was going.
She's written a book.
What I did know is I was going into the direction of putting myself out there more.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you, her book is amazing. I am not kidding. I've read quite a few books, and it really, really is a really great read. I mean, it's easy, quick, gets to the point, and it's really great content. And if you haven't read it, you need to read it.
Hello, Ankita. Happy to have you here on the show and joining in on our little talk show here. Yeah, I did write the book. I did write the book last year, and I made it a simple read. I made it so a third grader could read it and understand what the message was because of the fact that that's what I want to deal with, not meaning third graders, but I want to, let's hit it at the core level. I want as many people to be able to read that book that's possible because it actually talks about how we actually got suckered into believing in to be operating from this lower vibrational feeling of less than, doubt, not secure, not worthy enough, and how we have to reach out there to find our happiness when all of that's false, because it all starts here within our mind and our body and our soul. It's with our mind. When we flip the story around within our mindset, it can change the way we feel. Like if I'm getting ready if I just all of a sudden got sad, I will go back into my mind and see exactly what word, what thought, where was the point that the tears started to fall out. So I can go re-examine the story. So then I go re-examine the story and see which word I can actually take out and I could put back in it. So when I'm retelling myself the same story, but it's just worded a little differently, that allows my body to accept the story. That's when I know the mind, body, and soul are starting to work together as whole, as one, because it is one. Yeah, now Wendy, she's been through this journey, and she's gone to help somebody that really needed some real, that person really needed to know that there was real love out there, even though they don't know how to treat real love, but they needed to know, they needed to see it, and that she's been able to present that. And at the moment, she's in the middle of pulling herself away because, how he knows how to treat love, he doesn't know because he's never been around it before, so he's still treating it on the lower vibrational way. But what he has discovered in this journey is he has been able to be touched by real love, because I tell you what, this woman here, that's all she is. She is pure love. What she's going through right now, to me, is she's beating herself up still from the journey of losing her husband and having to take care of all the kids and probably not feeling worthy enough to be able to do that because it became hard. I mean, it's 4 kids. She's not making an income. How am I supposed to take care of the house and the bills and everything else that my husband used to take care of, right? And now it's all of a sudden, now I got to be responsible for it. So she went through hardship, and sometimes when we're going through hardship, we go create more so we can rediscover ourselves and find ourselves. And she's at that point. So I had actually laid down some cards for her because, you know me, Ms. Flip It wants to flip that story around to this better story, but I want to see where the guidance needed to be. And the first thing that actually came out is she has actually had to leave. She's had to leave. See, she's crying because she's having to leave people she loves. It's like she's not leaving this person because she don't love them. She loves them dearly. What she don't love is the exchange, the energy exchange. And so she's choosing to step above that. And I understand that. I mean, when I left my husband, it was, well, he kind of, I don't know, I was the one that ended up leaving, but he kind of like pushed me out the door, you know, wanted that to happen, but I finally agreed to it. But I was leaving what I had loved, but I didn't love the energy exchange anymore, and so the hurt and the pain is there. So that's what is going on here. Like, this is making forward movement that she's leaving, but what she's leaving behind is ones that she loves. And now she's had to do that twice, because when she went to help this person, that's truth coming out like that, is she placed her children in different places to live. They're all older, they're not young, they're, you know, all in their 20s now,
yeah,
right?
They're 20, 21.
So, but it's still, the pain was there, feeling like she had to leave them, right? And so now she's in that same situation. But right now what's going on with her, she's leaving because she's getting strength. This is the Hierophant. This is the oldest one. It's with all the knowledge. It's like, you know, you've gotten all that knowledge and you've rooted it down, but now you're claiming your soul back. You're claiming yourself back. You're claiming all of you back. And then the next thing, she didn't know I was going to do a reading on her. I did it while she was sleeping. And she was going, what? You're not supposed to do that. And I go, Miss Gypsy can do anything she wants because she knows what she's doing. She's healing the story, you know. And now, you know, like right now, she's in the middle of taking time at looking at her inner self, you know, not just on the outer self, but, you know, she's looking at, how do I feel internally and externally, and how do I bring this fairy feeling, because she's the fairy believer. I mean, she had the garden, you know, that had all these little fairies in it, you know, because the fairies are going to bring you your wishes. They're going to bring your dreams forward. And so she's in the middle of looking for those wishes and dreams right now. And so this next card is about completion. It's about completing a journey that she's been on. She's like looking, like she's at the end of it, but she's actually looking back at it. But how she's looking back at it is with a different set of eyes. It's not the same set of eyes. It's not the eye set that she was looking at with pain and sorrow and hurt, but she's looking at it to, you know what, I can leave that heartache of a way behind. Yeah, I don't have to carry the load with me because I got strong. You know, I got strong by looking within. Woo! By looking within. And that's what she's in the middle of doing, is taking time at looking at that. Because what she is after is she is after her wishes and dreams to come true. Those wishes and dreams to come true that she has in alignment. That's with her fairies. She could go out into that garden and tell her fairies what she wanted. You know, that reminds me so much is when her daughter was looking for a place to live, and they had 5 places to go look at, and then I did a reading on those 5 different places, and we figured out which place was going to be the place. I knew which place. I didn't tell them, you know, but I knew all the details, and each place we went to, all those details came true. It was even as simple, even as crazy as the fish in the backyard, right? But
didn't even have to pay any money down. Didn't have to.
That's it.
Have a credit check. Didn't have to have anything. It just was perfect, and it was amazing.
That was the part of the story I was getting to, because the wish and the dream is we drove out there looking for a place to live.
3 hours, mind you, 4 hours away.
Yeah.
And my daughter was being a total brat. you know, and
But the thing is,
she was hangry.
We found the place that we had to have no money down, and she wasn't going to have money until the 1st, which was like 10 days away, and she really didn't want to move in until the 9th, right? And the craziest thing is the people said, oh good, we don't want your money until the 1st anyhow, and they didn't even know about the 9th thing, and they said, by the way, we really don't want you to move in until the 9th. It was all like divinely led, divinely guided. That's what I talk about, our living from our divine feminine self, you know, allowing our divine feminine to lead us, to allowing that divine feminine to guide us, to trust in the process more than the thought process, but we were trusting in the energy flow.
Yeah, very much. It was amazing.
So to continue on with her reading is, it talks about her divine feminine and her divine masculine self. Her divine feminine is looking for the gem within, you know, she's looking for that prize, she's looking for the gem, yeah, it's like, this is what I want to find. And then the divine masculine wants to go into the house that's full of candy, full of delight, full of happiness, full of joy, but there's a couple of cards behind that house that she's afraid to go through the door. So what the cards are telling her is, first, before you go through that door, Miss Wendy, protect. Put protection upon you. Put protection around you. Making sure you're not allowing other people's energy to lead you or guide you astray. Because you don't want to be tricked again. You've already been lied to. You've already been tricked. You've already been operating from this lower emotional feeling that you're not wanting to fall for. So you're being more careful about which house you walk into next. No matter how pretty it looks on the outside, she's wanting to make sure that she guards and protects her energy so she's not getting tricked once again. Isn't that beautiful how that just come out? You know, the divine feminine in you wants the gem. It's looking for the gem, and it knows how to do that.
And usually I'm just like,
yeah, you know? She's Miss Happy, you know. She's
tripping through.
Yeah, she is, just naturally. But because of her life story is saying you need to go ahead and protect yourself, so that next home that you feel like it is the home to go in, that you're not being tricked, you're not being betrayed, you're not being belittled, you know.
Right.
And then it was like, well, this is about working together as a team. I'm going to go over to Miss Gypsy's house to see if we can write a little recipe out. Like we're trying to write this little recipe out so we can make a new mix, you know. Like we're making, you know, like we're writing all the little recipes out and we're making a new mix, you know. This is me mixing it in. She's writing down her wishes and dreams and what it is that she wants to attract into her life, and she's mixing it into the soup that she's going to eat, making sure she's, you know, getting the right story, because she came to Miss Gypsy's house. It's the only house she could have gone to get the support she's getting right now. And why does she want to do that? Is she wants to attract those fairies, that fairy life, back into her life. So she's feeling the fairies all around her, because what she's been going through, she hasn't been able to feel the closeness of this fairy because there's been too much chaos going on. There's been too much confusion. There's too much of that lower vibrational feeling coming, hit over and over and over. But she's wanting to have her easy life back. Not what I mean by easy is where the constant de-stress, the constant, you know, doing something wrong or being belittled or, you know, being knocked down. She wants to release that. She wants to rewrite the script and saying, I am one of these fairies. We can all fly around in here together and be happy. We can be content. We can rewrite our script. We can rewrite our story, because I want to feel this lighter vibrational way. And then the last card out was about pushing through the emotional self for unconditional love. This is the big fish is pushing through the emotions, just pushing through to get to the journey that she's wanting to. She wants to feel as light as those fairies, but she wants her emotional self to push through those heavy ones, meaning pushing through that. I'm not letting them hold me back. I'm not letting them hold me back, but I'm going to push through them with ease. I'm going to push through them with strength. I'm going to push through them like I know what the fuck I'm doing. Which you do. You really do.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yes.
again, we get around the wrong energy and the wrong vibration, and you can get people that make you feel that you're not doing the right thing, and you're not worthy enough, you're not good enough, there's not a damn thing you're doing that's, you know.
No, honestly, there's a part of me that wanted, you know, it's been so hard for so long. It was nice to not have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
Nice not to have to do the bills. Nice to not have to, you know, it was a bit of a comfort zone, and it was a rabbit hole, you know, and
Yeah, a big rabbit hole.
a big rabbit hole, and yeah, my initials are carved in there for life now, and so it's not a bad thing. It's just, you know, needed to regroup, I guess.
Well, I think we all need to do that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Again, it's nobody's fault. We have this has been going on for generation after generation after generation of not feeling worthy enough, not feeling whole enough, not feeling complete enough. That we, you know, we're supposed to feel bad about our movements. I mean, I remember when I was 3-4 years old. Oh no, don't do that. No, don't do that. And that's this. That's who is this is. They were telling me not to be me.
Right.
And so we've been battling that for generations. And to me, it's like, this is the wake-up call. This is the time we get to choose. We get to say, hey, my mind is smarter than that. I don't believe that God brought me into this world to suffer. I really don't. I believe God brought me into this world to live from joy, from happiness, from laughter, from play, from peace, from harmony. There, did you hear that confirmation? And I was told everything. That's what it said. It popped up and it says, I was told everything. And so when we're going to be told everything, we will make sure we want to be listening to the higher vibrational story, the one that says you can, you know, one that says it's possible, the one that's, you know, brings a little bit more ease in our day, because all we ever have is right now. All we really ever have is today, is the present moment. Look, I don't have tomorrow, and yesterday's gone. So if yesterday's pain is coming into the present moment, we have today to take care of that pain of the past so we can go forward into the future pain-free, from learning how to rewrite each one of those scripts within our stories that have created that pain.
That's right, sister.
Right, babe.
Tell it like it is.
Love sisters.
And so it is, and so it shall be.
So, what other kind of metaphysical things do you do?
Metaphysical?
You know what she does? She likes to take jewelry and driftwood, and she makes some, what are those called?
Wind chimes.
Wind chimes. They are so beautiful. And that's metaphysical for her, because it kind of like, it chills her out. It takes her mind into another spot.
I use a wood burner.
Hey, divine timing. No pain, only happens. No pain, only happiness. There, I said,
There you go.
hey, divine timing. There you are. Woo. So, it is about going into our happy vibrational story, not worrying about.
And I feel like if I don't do something crafty, then I go crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm always telling everybody, find what it is that you really love doing, and making sure you're investing in that each and every day a little bit, because I tell you what, because that's what you're doing. You're getting lost in time. If you find something that you love doing, go ahead, invest that time into it, because you're getting lost in time. You will find your happiness. You will find, everybody push the like button. Hit the subscribe if you haven't. But making sure that what was I just talking about?
That you
investing into yourself. Find what it is that you love to do, and please make sure you take that time every day, a little bit of time, to keep investing in that, what it is that you love to do, because that's where happiness comes in, is because now we're feeding our body, we're feeding our soul, and we're not all wrapped up to what time of the day it is, because we're doing something that we truly really love to do. And so, like I said, she loves going out to the beach, collecting the driftwood
and the pebbles
and the pebbles
and the
shells to make, what are they called?
Wind chimes.
To make her wind chimes. They're beautiful. I know I didn't know what we were going to talk about. Otherwise, I'd have her have one to show it to you. And so that gives her relief of the constant.
Oh my gosh, I sat on the beach for 3 hours and just on my belly, playing with these pebbles, and they were amazing. And there was like no one around, and it was just great. And I came home with this big backpack full of pebbles, and my daughters thought I was nuts. And I'm like, I don't care. I wanted every single tiny pebble I wanted, and it was just so relaxing. And
it was so relaxing just to be there, to be you, right?
Yeah, to be with the ocean. I love the ocean.
But it was like, and that's what I believe God has us here for, is to enjoy, to beautify. You know, we got the planet, we got dirt,
I'm getting
we
ready
got
to
the
go
water.
to the mountains now.
Yeah, she's got to get out, you know, and
Get to the mountains.
where it's a little cooler, we think.
Yes.
So she's actually sharing out. She's going to where her vibration level can be. My brother, you say hi, Wendy.
Hi. How are you?
He says up there, hi, Wendy. So nice to see you.
Yay. I'll see you soon.
Yeah. So anyhow, what else we need to talk about?
I don't know. Our future's so bright.
I know, we got to have our shades on because that future is so bright out there. I tell you, we're seeing the light. We're seeing the light in our story. We're watching.
Taking care of the cow. We got to take care of the cow.
Yeah. Oh, the cow was so cute yesterday. The cow come trotting down so I can feed it the carrots, and then it wanted more carrots, so I just took the whole bag out there and I dumped it into the feeding thing, and it's so cute. The cow is standing right next to me, so I'm hugging and petting the cow like it was a big ass dog, you know. But it was the cow is just leaning up to me like this. It was so cute. And then I'm filling the water so it overfloweth, and the cow's going, ooh, I'm liking this. So, you know,
It's been a good couple days.
yeah, it has been. And then Wendy and Grizzly get along.
I love Grizzly.
Oh, I tell you, that Grizzly is already all over Wendy. Says, Wendy, where are you going? I want to go with you. Where are you going next? Come on,
He's
take
so
me with
handsome.
you. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, I became the dog sitter, you know.
Yeah. I don't know what else is going on. Thank you.
Yeah.
Again.
Well, yeah, you're always welcome, you know. But I want to, you know, thank you because you. I mean, again, you always, no matter what's going on in her chaotic life. I tell you, I wouldn't want to live her life, but whatever's going on in her life, that energy never seeps in to my energy and my home life. And, you know, every once in a while I might feel what she's going through, but it's not like feeling where it might just be like a tap, you know. So I'm just aware of whatever emotion you're going through, but I'm not catching it like it's mine, you know. That's what's cool about it. But
I've tried really hard to do that.
but you don't even have to try. You do it naturally.
Yeah,
You know, it's like you're not coming over here to bitch.
No.
Because you already know how, you already got plenty of people out there listen to you bitch, you know.
Yeah.
But she coming over here to clear up her script.
And it's not, you know, it's a fair exchange.
It is a fair exchange. To me, it's a fair
Definitely.
exchange. I mean, because my energy was already high when she got here, but when she got here, you should have seen me last night. Come on, let's go. Woo, we're doing this. We're doing that. In my,
I'm like, I'm tired.
I'm going, no, you got to talk about my divine masculine now. You can't just be tired. You got to hear about my soulmate journey. And she's going, oh, okay. But it's a beautiful journey, though.
It is.
And, I mean, she's actually been in the journey since the very beginning of time.
Oh, yeah. I've been in it. I've been in it, through it, around it.
She's been through the hot moments, and she's been through the sad moments, and she's been through, like, where are we going next with it
And there is absolutely nothing I've ever seen that can put any kind of doubt into what's going on. Because it's like the universe she doesn't have a choice at this point.
I don't.
She has absolutely no choice but to surrender. And that's to give it up, and she does, and it's so fun to watch, but at the same time it gets a little much.
Yeah, well,
lie.
because
but, you know, I love every minute of it.
like we're living in a 3D world, you know, and the 3D world is, why in the fuck hasn't he ever approached you yet?
Yeah,
and I'm going,
yeah.
well, you know, if you
I
understand.
even wrote him a message one time. I was like, okay, listen, buddy.
You need to get together with this woman.
So, yeah, which was kind of silly.
Which he hasn't given me not that much space. Well, he has in this other roundabout way, but it's not.
So it's a twin flame that, you know, it's really cool.
It's a twin flame soulmate connection, which I didn't even know what a twin flame was. I didn't even know what a soulmate was, but I found out I was in the middle one.
Right.
And how I got in the middle of the one is I surrendered to divine. It was before I actually got in the middle of that. Well, I was already in the middle of it. I just didn't realize it. But I actually did a ceremony for myself to surrender to what divine had to offer. I threw up my hands. Where am I going next? Where are you taking me next? You know, and it's been such a freaking awesome, amazing, beautiful journey to watch the clues, to watch the signs of the universe, and to be led and guided. And I can come up to Wendy and go, oh, this and this and this happened, and this and this and this happened. And then I gotta slow down, tone it down, because we're not used to living life the way that I've been living my life for the last couple of years.
I don't see why you need to slow down at all. People don't like your whatever. Who cares?
Well, stop. Too much good
I've
stuff.
told her that one time.
I've had somebody else tell me that too, though. You're not the only one.
I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. I'm like, give mercy, something. When you're getting picked, mercy, when you bend your fingers, whatever.
Well, let's see what he says. They don't like that. You know. Yeah, that's right. They don't like that. I know that I'm on this beautiful, awesome, amazing journey, whether they like it or not. I think a lot of times is I am so happy when I'm talking about my journey.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's contagious.
It's
I really
contagious.
like these cards.
Yeah, they are pretty cool, huh?
They're really pretty.
They got a lot of different types of
I like the
details.
witches are my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can do a reading from that too if you want me to do one for the collective while we're on the show before we go. Oh, we got a big old long message in here, and it's not that you know that it's the universe shows you every time you turn your head, every time you open your eyes, and every time you take a breath. The universe is showing one way could be this magical, awesome, amazing story.
Amen.
We just have to keep believing that there's an awesome, amazing journey, an awesome, amazing story. And when I keep going in that direction, that my soul is being fed that story. It's not about what the outcome of the story is, because all I ever have is today. But it is about the emotional feeling of that what I get throughout the journey, throughout the story. You know, even though I have this perception in there of what I feel like the outcome can be, but the outcome is so much bigger. I mean, yeah, it's so much bigger than I've ever even fantasized about before. You know, like me being on stage with that one, and they're telling their story, and I'm challenging their lower vibrational story with my higher vibrational story, and say, well, what about this divine masculine? And he'll be going, well, what about this divine feminine? And I'll go, well, I'll tell you about this. We were doing like a little sample the other night, and she's like impressed that I already got some kind of script going, and I didn't even know I had it going. But that's how she opens my Pandora box, you know, to allow my voice to speak even bigger.
Right. Yes. As if that's even possible.
Oh yes, I haven't even come out yet.
Oh, I know it.
I haven't even. I mean, you guys might think I've already come out and everything, but there's still a bigger me that could step up to the platter, even bigger, that I have even allowed myself to go. All because my generational genes in there too, you know, not that I'm putting a blame in there, but, you know, as I look back at my story, what prevents me from making that next big step is, like my younger brother and me, we were on the lower step in the family of, 3 children. The older brother was, you know, the worthy one. He's the one that got everything, and my younger brother and I, we had to like fight for our position. We had to earn our position. We had to earn our love, you know. We had to earn, and that was, but So what I've been finding out is that's reasons why in there, I just found this out like in the last couple of weeks, that's the reasons why the energy flow has never allowed me to really step all the way up, because there's something deep seated in here that, that we weren't allowed to do that. Let's see what Divine's saying now. And then they go on, oh man, I'm a little close, I better turn and run. Yeah, they do. They get, what it is the passion, it is the excitement. I think it is and what, there's one of these cards that come out all the time that tell me about that journey. It's about that you excited them so much, they never felt that so much before. And so they don't know what to do with that type of energy, because they're in disbelief that they can ever really feel that good. And so they're running from the energy that is so intense. It's like we intoxicate them. It's like getting drunk or getting high, It's like, but their words can't come out. They're choked up. Their thought process won't allow them to go there. Because we've been living this lower vibrational story. We haven't been living the fairy tale dream that, that we could all live every day, believing that we could have everything. We can have love, happiness, joy, peace, harmony, fun, play. We can be well provided for. Even if you feel like you're not being provided for, you're still here. Each and every day, we're still here. Each day, we're still here. And somehow, you're still being provided for. It may not be at the level that you think that you want it, but it's at the level that your vibration is set at. Yeah, mine's set at a low vibration. No, it's not. It says on a temporary hold. It's like it went up the ladder and says, oh, this is what it feels like to be feeling rich. And then I go back down, and this is what it feels like to be poor. Now I get to go, oh, well, I'm going back up to that rich energy because that made me feel better than this lower poor energy. So, and that has to do with my journey is really fine-tuning my own value of myself, my own value. Everybody I know supports my journey and my value, but there's still another step in the ladder that I need to take that actually puts me in that spot that I've been pondering on for 6 or 8 months, which, and if I didn't ponder and I stepped into it, I would be in a whole different situation right now today, because it has to do with finances. It could have brought it in, but I didn't jump, and I still haven't jumped because there's still something I'm fine-tuning. My space.
Jump. Okay.
All right. See. All right. I guess she's telling us it's the end of the show.
Yes, I am.
She says cut. All right. Well, all right. It was a definitely surprise guest, because she didn't know I was going to put her live. Last night when she was here, I was like all of a sudden start making up the show like we're going live, and I go, okay, we're going live. She goes, huh, what? I go, see, look at the title. She goes, yeah, it is a surprise. I go, yeah, a surprise for all of us. But I love sharing my journey, and I love bringing the ones in that have been part of my journey. We're actually going to do a virtual tarot party on the 9th.
His birthday.
Yeah, she's paying me for a virtual tarot party reading. Woo, 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 woo. Yes. I'll tell you about the energy exchange later. Yeah, so because that's one thing that I know I love doing, is I love giving you guys those card readings. And so one of my things is to be doing virtual tarot party readings, so we can do this. I don't have to show up at your home. Well, I am showing up in your home, but it's virtually, Yes. And everybody can be in a whole different location. You guys all don't have to be in the same home to have this party. You guys can be all around the world to have this party. And Miss Gypsy comes in and does a reading for everybody that's at the party, and for a chunk of money, I got to make it work, Miss Gypsy's got to pay her way, right?
Right.
She's got to live. She can't just keep giving you guys all the good stuff without some kind of payment, right?
Yes, it's only fair.
Yeah, so Miss Gypsy got to take off her love glasses, and then she's got to put on her race car glasses and say, okay, it's time to get it driving. It's time to get it moving. Woo, 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 woo. All right, everybody, I love you so much. Again, I do go live tonight at Thursday night, as long as you're watching the show today. It's 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Your Hidden Love Story with the series of Tying the Knot. And what are we talking about today is something about... living from your passion creates more desire. Because when you're actually doing what it is that you're passionate like, it actually puts that desire into you to want to do more. I mean, I'm still learning how to want to do more. Oh, I want to do more passionate stuff. Yeah, I know how to do that. Yeah. Come on, baby. More. All right, I love you all so very much. Again, come back at 9:30 tonight p.m. and check it out. Let's see where we're going to go then. All right, bye-bye, butterflies. Love you all. Woo, woo, woo. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for staying till the end, because it really helps with all those clock hours on the YouTube to get those 4,000 hours that I'm after to help build my subscription up and my time on YouTube. And I want you all to remember to live your love story today as if it's already here. I want you to live, let what you do and be the romance of your life. And live from your passionate self, because that's where love resides. It resides within ourselves. Let that love within ourselves be found, and let's radiate from that point of view. And if you'd like any coaching program, or if you'd like any tarot readings, that information is down below in the description. You can also go to my webpage, which actually gives you more detailed information about the coaching, and it gives you more detailed about the tarot readings. But if you want to go right to booking a call with me, then go to Vista Books and book it. And on the coaching part, you can get 15 minutes free call with me to see if the coaching call is perfect for you. Okay, see you on the next show. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.